I've reviewed a ton of different projectors, and spoiler alert, this is the one that I like the most so far in this price point. Before we get into that, my name is Sean. This is my tech channel where I do unboxing reviews and tutorials. So if this is the first time you're stopping by, welcome to the channel. If you like content like this, you may want to hit that subscribe button, turn on the notification, and by the way, when you hit the bell icon, make sure change that to all so I'll be notified for all my future videos. There is a lot that I really like about this projector, but that doesn't make this the perfect projector, and there are things I definitely don't like about this, and I'm gonna tell you that as well. Full disclosure, the company Wise Laser sent this projector to me for free. However, I'm not being paid to review this, so everything you hear in this video is my own opinion. All right, so let's get some of the specs out of the way. This is a 1080p Ultra HD 7500 lumens home projector. It supports 4K. What that means is you can have a 4K input, it would still be able to read it, but the native resolution is 1080p. It uses 5G wireless, so if you want to connect it to your Wi-Fi, that's what it's using, and it's capable of projecting up to 300 inches. You can hook up your devices wired or wireless, which we're going to talk about that as well. Sorry to interrupt the video. I just realized I need to tell you that I have some ridiculously awesome coupon for this product that I was able to get from my contact at this company. Stay tuned for the details of how you can obtain it. If you think you may be interested, take a listen all the way to the end, and I'm gonna tell you what you need to do if you wanna get your hands on one of these coupons. Back to the video. So let's check out the box real quick. This is the Wise Laser S20, supports native 1080p resolution, has HDMI, USB, and offers mobile mirroring through Wi-Fi. I have reviewed a lot of different projectors. Not that many come with a carrying case, and not the ones that they do, they're not this nice. So right here in the pocket, we have some reading material, brochure, quick start guide, owner's manual, and things like that. On this section, we have the accessories. This is a mini HDMI to mini HDMI cable, power port, and a remote. There it is. So let's take a quick tour. We only have one power button at the top, no other buttons. And on this side, looks like we have some exhaust fan. Same thing as this side, as well as the speaker. In the back, you have your IOs and your power cord. And looks like there is another speaker here. So at the bottom, we have 4 legs, as well as a mount for a tripod if you want to mount it. These legs are plastic, they're not rubber, so it can slide. You want to keep in mind, this thing is already absorbing a lot of my fingerprints, something to consider. I don't see any volume button on this. I wish it had volume button for quick access. That would be a really good option to have, but I don't see it, so we have to only use the provided remote control. I believe this is a leg that will pop open. So when you have this facing down, the bottom piece, you just push this button and the leg will pop open. Right on the remote, you have a keystone adjustment button, so you don't have to dive right into the menu, and you have your volume button right next to it. We're gonna plug it in and check out its quality. So first, let's talk about the quality. I use this both during daytime and at nighttime. Even though in my studio, I have 2 large windows on my right side. So when I had this projected and I was testing this during the daylight, yes, my lights were turned off, but the room was definitely not dark at all. And I was very impressed with how bright this was, and I was still able to get really vivid images on my screen. By the way, I am using a portable screen in my studio, so if you guys do want to use it outdoor, or your house is not big enough to have a dedicated area to have a permanent screen, this will be a great solution. They have nothing to do with this company. That's just my personal choice using the screen. I'll put a link down in the description to that as well. Obviously, having good quality projection during daytime, at night it was definitely much better, and I have no complaint about the quality that you would get out of this. So talking about the quality, let me tell you about focusing and Keystone, which is one of my pet peeves when I review budget-friendly projectors. So normally when you have the projector exactly straight up, you have a perfect screen or rectangle on the screen and you don't need any adjustment. But the moment, let's say you have this on your coffee table and you need to project this a little bit higher, and that's where you're gonna have this kind of like awkward shape screen, and you can go through Keystone adjustments, bring that image back to a perfect rectangle. The problem with most budget-friendly options are when you make these adjustments, you cannot get the image to focus correctly in the entire screen. You can only either focus on the top, in the middle, or at the bottom. If you get the top into focus, the bottom is gonna be out of focus, and that's gonna be really annoying. This does not do that. When you do digital Keystone adjustment, the entire screen was in perfect focus, at least as far as I could see. So they're doing a really nice job trying to make sure the image will stay in focus with the Keystone adjustment. The other thing I really liked was in the remote, they have a dedicated Keystone adjustment, which I absolutely love. For example, for someone like me who I do not have my projector permanently mounted anywhere in my house, every time I'm gonna set it on a different table, it may be at a different angle. And sometimes even though it's simple, it gets annoying trying to get into the menu, find out exactly where your Keystone adjustment is, and go ahead and make that adjustment. You have different inputs. You have a USB port, so you can go ahead plug like a flash drive if you got any movies or whatever clips on it you want to play, or you can go ahead connect using an HDMI cable. Now, if you want to hook up your iPhone, for example, to it, you need this HDMI to Lightning adapter, but with this, you can go ahead screen what's on your phone to the screen. Very simple. What was very impressive was how you could actually mirror your images from your phone to the screen. And normally we know with Android devices, sometimes that may be easier, but to try to get it work perfectly fine every time with iOS devices, that was very impressive. So what you need to do, you go to the setting and you connect this to your Wi-Fi. Then you need to make sure your phone is also connected to the same Wi-Fi. And then when you go to the screen mirroring option on your iOS devices, whether it's an iPad or a MacBook or an iPhone, then you simply choose this device similar to how you would select an Apple TV, and there you are. You can screen it. I did not notice any delay in the audio, so the latency was fine. The audio video was sync, and that was very impressive. I tried it multiple times, and every single time it worked like a champ. If the company has any firmware update for this device, you can do an over-the-air updates as long as this is connected to your Wi-Fi. So I know I've shared a lot of things I liked about this. I'm gonna do a quick recap and I'm gonna tell you some of my I wishes. Number one, picture quality. This thing is sharp, this thing is bright. Number two, the Keystone adjustment works really well and it does not throw off the focus. Number three, I know it sounds very simple, but I like the remote. It's simple, all the buttons I need, especially the Keystone adjustment button. Number four, the easy mirroring of your phone without the use of any cable. That was fantastic. And number five, the carrying case, and the list goes on and on, but this is some of the top five things that I really liked about this. So some of the I wishes, talking about the physical characteristic, this may not be a big of a deal to some people, but at least I want to address it. After just handling this a few times, I already have fingerprints on it, so that's one of the things I normally check in my reviews. Another I wish I have is, this is a very minimalist design, and there is only one button in the entire device, and that is a power button. I wish they had included some at least quick access options, such as a pause play and a volume up, down, and a mute button. So the speakers, this thing actually, the speakers are not bad at all for the size that you would get. This has two speakers. There is one on the side and there is one on the back. So if you have this, let's say on a table, you're listening to this, it will project back and you can hear it. Take a listen.
Hey man! Yo, I need that bag. Wait. What do you want, man? Maroton, give me that bag.
While the audio gets really loud, as you can see, it's still not gonna be the quality of an external speaker. So my recommendation is, if you do get this, you have your picture perfect video quality. To pair that with great speaker, just use an auxiliary cable. Yeah, just use a regular auxiliary cable, hook up a speaker to it, and then that way you can get hi-fi audio as well.
Hey man! Yo, I need that bag. Wait. What do you want, man? Maroton, give me that bag.
Another wish around the audio was, I wish I would be able to pair a Bluetooth speaker with this. So if I want to pair it with a speaker and maybe have the speaker closer to me for that fuller sound, I would have that option. But as far as I could see, I was not able to see a Bluetooth option to hook up a Bluetooth speaker to this. And honestly, I think that's the list of wishes I had. So as I said in the beginning of the video, I have exciting coupons I was able to get from my contact at this company. I only have 30 of these coupons. So if you're interested, please make sure you have subscribed, liked, and drop a comment that you're interested in the coupon, which by the way, I think is at 30% off plus a $50 off. And it would drop the price of this from $200 to I think about like 85, 90 bucks. So almost 55% off. And to get this thing, a full HD, under 100 bucks, this thing is ridiculous. So the coupon is only available, I think, for about 3 or 4 weeks. So depending on where you're watching this video, it may not be available. But if you're interested, like and comment down below. Let me know you're interested. Send me a DM to my Instagram account, and then I could go ahead DM back a unique code for you that you can use on Amazon. I think the codes will expire 6/27. So this was it. I'm not sure if this video turned out to be really long or really short, but hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Hopefully everything I said about this thing made sense. Like I said, for the price, I absolutely personally endorse it. I share some of the pain points and I wishes about the product, and you be the judge of it. It's gonna be your money. I just wanna make sure you know what you're paying for. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.